While welding the aluminum, we will choose the 5 series for the aluminum model selection. It's best to use the 535 aluminum wire. It will have a higher hardness. And we will use a U-shaped wheel for the wire feed roller. Select the U-shaped wheel. So for our current model, so we will use the U-shaped wheel for 1.2 mm. Insert the wheel. Put the wire. Feed the wire into the groove of the wheel. Why do we choose to use 535 series wire and the U-shaped wheel? Because our aluminum wire is relatively soft. The 5 series wire is harder, especially with the U-shaped wheel. This way, during the wire feeding process, it will not get stuck. For aluminum welding, we usually use graphite tubes. Because aluminum wire is too soft, if iron pipes are used, it will result in poor wire feeding. Then graphite tubes. We usually use 3-meter graphite tubes. This type of graphite tube has a high carbon content, so it is better for feeding aluminum wire. If your wire has a thickness of 1 mm or 1.2 mm, this way, the wire feeding will be smooth. If your wire is 1.6 mm, this will also ensure smooth wire feeding. Okay, let's proceed with installation. Use a nozzle size corresponding to the wire thickness. This is a 1.2 mm wire, so we use a 1.2 mm copper nozzle. Insert the wire into the groove of the welding nozzle. Pull up the iron tube slightly. The copper nozzle should not be touching the welding nozzle, but it should not be too far away either. The distance is approximately 1 to 2 mm. For example, I leave about 1 to 2 mm. And then tighten this nozzle. Good. Take the wire. Insert it into the slot of the welding nozzle. Check if the welding nozzle and the copper nozzle are in a straight line. Check if the wire inside the welding nozzle groove is in a straight line. If it's bent, it may cause jamming. Make adjustments, and if we encounter a wire jam during use, if there is a wire jam or feeding issue, then we need to check if the wire feeding tube is straight. If it's bent, it can cause wire feeding problems. Turn on the machine. Do not open the gears. Clip it here. Press the release button. Check if the wire feeding is smooth. If the wire feeding is not smooth, it indicates the installation of the wire feeder has not been properly installed. This part has not been adjusted properly. The final step is to troubleshoot. Identify which step was not performed correctly, resulting in poor wire feeding.